Hi there! This is a good trick for multiplying teen numbers, especially teen numbers that are close to 10. You write down the numbers you want to multiply, say 12 times 13. You write down how far these numbers are away from 10, 2 and 3, and you do a diagonal addition. So you take that 12 and you add on the 3 and you get 15. And that's the first part of the answer. And the last part of the answer is you multiply those two differences together, 2 times 3, and get a 6. This is very similar to the number bonds trick that you might have seen, where you take two numbers that are close to 10 but less than 10. Say we had 8 times 7, and they are also 2 away from 10, 3 away from 10, so the differences are the same. But instead of doing a diagonal addition, we're going to do a diagonal subtraction. 8 take away 3 and we'll get 5, and then 2 times 3 we get 6. So when you do the number bond trick or the teen multiplication trick, you're looking at numbers that are close to 10, and then you're thinking about the difference between that number and 10. And the last part of the answer is always going to be those differences multiplied together. This next way of multiplying numbers together is called the crisscross method. And what you do is you multiply things in a crisscross. First of all, you multiply the first two numbers together, then you multiply them diagonally. So you'd multiply the 2 times 2 and the 3 times 4, and then you'd add 2 times 2 to 3 times 4. So you'd add 4 to 12. So that's that crisscross bit. And then this straight line at the end, which would be 2 times 4. Let me show you how it works. So first of all, 2 times 3, which is a 6. And then we need 2 times 2, which is a 4. And 3 times 4, which is a 12. And we're going to add those together, and that'll give 16. So I'll write down the 6 and carry the 1. And now I'm going to do 2 times 4, which gives 8, and add that 1 on. So that's a 9. So that's the answer now. I did sort of like the lasts got multiplied, and then the diagonals got multiplied and added, and then the first bits got multiplied. And that's the crisscross method. This is the FOIL method. This is where you multiply the firsts, and then the inners and the outers, and then the lasts. So we shall multiply the firsts. 2 times 2 is 4. And now we shall multiply the inners and the outers. So that will be 3 times 2 plus 2 times 1. So that's 6 plus 2. Is that right? 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2. And that is going to be a 8. And finally we shall multiply the lasts, 3 times 1, and that will be a 3. So the answer is 483. So that's the idea of the FOIL method. You multiply the firsts, then the inners and the outers, which is like this rainbow, and then the lasts. Finally, I'm going to have a look at the area method. Imagine you wanted to multiply 13 times 12. So 13 times 12. That's the same as finding the area of this rectangle, because area equals length times breadth. And if the length is 13 and the breadth is 12, then the area will be 13 times 12. But I'm going to change that 13 into a 10 plus 3. And I'm going to change that 12 into a 10 plus 2. And then I'll just break it up into pieces and find the area of each of these bits. And then I can add up these four partial areas and get the total area. So let's work out what the area of each bit is. So the area of this bit will be 10 times 10, because that's 10. So this is 10, and it's 10 across here, so that will be 100. This bit's a 3, so 3 times 10, this bit will be 30. And this is 2, and that's a 3. So this will be 3 times 2, 6. And this is 10, and this is 2. So this will be 10 times 2, 20. So if I add up all these bits, I'll get 13 times 12. So that would be 13 times 12 equals 100 plus 30 plus 30, 20 plus 6, 156. So that is the area method. Thanks for watching. Bye.